did what I needed to do.
Mm.
Hey friends, happy Thursday. Thanks for joining us for Unscripted on 13 Plus. I'm Anna Orsini.
And I'm Carson Courier. Thank you for joining us this morning. Lots to get to here locally, also nationally.
Yeah, definitely a lot going on today. It's been a busy week. So the first thing, of course,
Alleged statement
for
Garcia.
after testimony yesterday, testimony will continue today. Again, this is the trial of the former PCSD sergeant who sexually assaulted deputy. Now, as the
It just
trial
gets played. If we offer, it goes back.
From the point where it picks up, where they're having these conversations that the defense counsel.
Rather than having to have, you know, two people.
She made to detectives after the party the next day, and right after from that showed that she actually did speak to Garcia. The deputy said that's when Garcia told her.
Gallo was the one buying the drinks, right?
Now, she said she didn't remember, but he repeated for her not to say that. The defense attorney said she originally told detectives no assault took place, but the prosecution pointed out she heard Garcia say that he was friends with Sheriff Nunes and that he could call him when he was drunk or out of town. They suggested this made her worry for her career before she came forward. Now, a sexual assault test 2 days after the party showed no bleeding or injury, but she did have a bruise on her arm and a scratch on her thigh. More witnesses are testifying today. Make sure to stay with 13 News for the very latest as this develops.
And another case that we're going to see in court today is Michael Creel. So he's the man accused of causing the deadly crash that killed Tucson politician John McClain. He is expected to be in court this afternoon. Now, Tucson police say 27-year-old Michael Creel ran a stop sign and then hit a car driven by McClain near Broadway and Houghton last month.
TPD says Creel was impaired at the time of the crash, and he had a DUI case against him dismissed last December. Was driving on a suspended license. Creel is charged with second-degree murder and DUI criminal charges. He is expected in court today at 1:30.
And the big case that a lot of people around the country are talking about, of course, is the UnitedHealthcare CEO who was shot and killed in New York yesterday. Now, NYPD kind of in the same place that they were 24 hours ago, still searching for that masked gunman. The attack has been described as brazen and specifically targeted. As of now, officials say that the motive in this killing is still unknown, but you can see the moment there. We actually stopped this video. Paused it right before he was actually shot, but they have video of the actual shooting happening. Brian Thompson, again, was killed Wednesday morning as he walked alone to the New York City Hilton Midtown Hotel, where the health insurer was holding its annual investor conference. Now, New York City's police commissioner said the shooter seemed to be, quote, lying in wait for several minutes before opening fire.
So the gunman tried to unjam his gun before shooting again, then calmly walked away. They say he eventually ran on foot down an alleyway, then got on a bicycle. NYPD detectives discovered the words deny, defend, and depose written on a shell casing found at the scene. Now, investigators also believe the suspect left evidence behind at a Starbucks just moments before the killing, so it could provide critical information about the shooter's identity.
So, of course, this is another big story that we'll be keeping an eye on for you throughout the day. And taking a look outside as you start off your Thursday morning. Looking a little bit breezy, but temperature is kind of right where we've seen them. We do want to go ahead and bring in 13 First Alert meteorologist Corey Kowitz, who's locked in on his phone right now. It's okay, Corey.
I'm looking at a lot of data here.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
what he's
There's
doing.
honestly not a lot to talk about, and that's kind of been the case here, but I have exciting news. Things are finally shaking up in the world of weather.
Yeah?
We have a
Okay.
10% chance for rain. It's
Woo!
amazing.
Better than zero.
It
Yeah.
is better than zero. It's very exciting. It's groundbreaking stuff.
I'm sure at this point you're like, I'll
It is.
take anything.
I know, it's
like
been
anything.
so boring. It really has.
Oh my
But
goodness.
we're shaking it up. We got a little bit of rain to talk about, not seeing anything out there. I mean, you see a little of that green. That's just radar clutter. That's nothing meteorological or anything that's falling from the sky. Looking pretty clear here region-wide, but that could change quickly. We got that future radar working in the background. A slight chance for rain and higher elevation snow showers today. Most common odds for afternoon and evening showers, 10% in Tucson, 10% in Sierra Vista and in Douglas. Best shot off to the north and east. 30% chance in a place like Safford. A little more detail going hour by hour using our First Alert future radar. By the time we get to around noon, you can see a little scattered shower activity going off to the north and east, and mainly off to the north through the afternoon and evening hours. Could see another punch of rain in a place like Safford off to the north and east through tomorrow morning, through the midday and afternoon hours, staying off to the north and east through tomorrow late afternoon and evening, and that's what we're going to get, apparently. I mean, that's better than we've gotten on most days, and here are the odds. You'll see some isolated showers, low chances region-wide, today through tomorrow and Saturday, and these are for the day through the evening hours. 10% chances today and tomorrow in Tucson. Lower chances region-wide on Saturday. Best shot region-wide looks to be Friday, mainly off to the east. You got a 30% chance of seeing those scattered showers in Safford, Wilcox, Benson, and Sierra Vista, and up to 40% chance in Douglas. That's about as good as we got here, guys. We're just going to have to take it. So hopefully a lucky few could get some rain. Here are those current temps: 50 in Tucson, 46 Benson and in Nogales, 54 in Bisbee, and 43 in Douglas. Still a lot of 40s and 50s out there. Staying nice and a touch warm. Those are your high temperatures, very similar to what we had yesterday. 74 in Tucson and some mid-70s out west of Tucson and out east of Tucson, primarily in the 60s. For those higher valley towns, 67 Wilcox, 68 in Douglas, and 67 in Sierra Vista. Temperatures today through the weekend staying pretty consistent in the low to mid-70s in Tucson, and out east you're going to be in the 60s in a place like Wilcox, Sierra Vista, and in Douglas. Here's your 13 first alert 7-day forecast. The most exciting thing I'd say on the 7-day is the 10% chance for rain today and tomorrow. And then the cool down Tuesday. I mean, that's pretty chilly. Only getting up to 64 Tuesday. Look at those lows in the 30s.
Oh, yeah. So are we concerned about a freeze next week for Tucson, potentially?
That's certainly a potential, especially it looks like Tuesday night through Wednesday morning. You have temperatures in the mid-30s. That could definitely be temperatures to get to frost. And then obviously if it's that temperature here, it's going to be a lot colder in the valleys as well. So a place like Wilcox, Benson, they could definitely see pretty deep freeze those mornings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you,
It's
Corey.
chilly.
We'll keep watching
Yeah.
it.
Thanks, Corey. Well, happening now, the city of Tucson is getting ready for a warrant quashing event for people with any outstanding warrants.
So 13 News reporter Andreas Rendon explains what exactly warrant quashing is and how many warrants we have just outstanding in Tucson. It's a lot.
Yeah, bigger number than I thought it would
For
be.
sure.
So
Yeah. Let's listen in.
The most common reason for getting an arrest warrant issued is for simply missing a court date. Now, in order to get that warrant quashed or canceled, you simply have to appear before a judge and to get it all resolved. But tomorrow, at the quashing event, judges will be pretty busy dealing with the high warrant count in Tucson.
This court has over 20,000 outstanding warrants. Failure to appear in court is a very common problem really across the country, and it's one we grapple with all the time.
Along with missing court, warrants are also issued if a condition of probation or any other court-ordered agreement was violated, but there is hope to have those warrants cleared away. Judges will decide to quash warrants on a case-by-case basis. A big part of what they'll be looking for is to see whether or not you have missed court in the past. And the more court dates you miss, the less likely it is that you'll get that warrant quashed. Presiding Magistrate Jeffrey Clote says that the only things you need to bring are yourself, your date of birth, and ID is encouraged, and they will take the next steps from there. Tomorrow's event is also allowing people to potentially have the warrant quashed virtually.
It makes their appearance shorter. It's easy for them to take a little bit of time out of work instead of an entire day for short proceedings. And it makes it more probable that they'll attend and less likely that they get a warrant for not attending court. It's a big push throughout the state of Arizona is making court accessible to the public and removing obstacles for people to come to court to get their cases resolved.
Registration for the event is open for in-person appointments as well as Zoom, and registering online is recommended for a quicker time to go through your documents. The event tomorrow starts at 9 in the morning and ends at 3 in the afternoon. Walk-ins are available, but the last slot for walk-ins is at 2:30. If you're not able to attend the quashing event, you can always go down to the Tucson City Court when it's open and get a new court date then. Near Alameda in Toul, Andres Rendon, 13 News.
And it is that time of year. Zoo Lights at Reed Park Zoo is back. This year you can see over 1 million lights, a giant light up gingerbread house, and a 36-foot tall Christmas tree. They really go all out here. If you want to bring a donation, you can get $1 off your ticket. They're accepting food, pet supplies, old holiday lights for recycling, or toys from La Frontera.
Now, tickets for adults are $14, seniors are $12, and then kids ages 2 to 14 are $9. Children under 2, though, are free. And when you visit Encore Nights December 26th through the 30th, and then January 1st through the 5th, you can get $2 off. So Zoo Lights runs through today through January 5th.
And take a look at this. Speaking of holiday lights, my family in Germany
Oh my gosh.
just broke the world record for the largest number of decorated Christmas trees all in one place. So in their family home, they have 605 trees, 120,000 ornaments, 50,000 lights, plus thousands of Christmas figurines. You can't even walk through.
Wow,
Look at
and
the
they're
Minions
all
tree.
different themes. I would
Yeah.
assume that most of them are fake, that they don't have live trees.
I don't think so. I think they mostly are fake, but
Oh my.
how crazy is that? So as you can see, the trees fill the entire house, including the bathroom. The only 2 rooms off limits are their daughter's bedroom and their bedroom, but I would almost think the bathroom would be off limits. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't want to like go in the middle of the night to the bathroom and
No.
have like a tree shining in my face.
Exactly.
I wonder how long it takes them to set up. It's
Yeah.
quite the scene
Isn't
there.
it pretty?
It's really pretty, but I would imagine by the end of it you're so sick of it because you have to walk around the trees, like you have to weave through.
Also, you have to take it all down.
And what does their electric bill look like?
Exactly.
It's a lot of lights.
It's also a fire hazard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For many reasons. Oh gosh.
But pretty.
It is really pretty. I'd be done after a day though.
Same.
Like I'm maxing out, but good on them. It's really cool. So we get to look at it. So that's the good news. But don't forget that you can always watch Unscripted on 13 Plus as well as live newscasts on our 13 Plus mobile app. And then you can also watch us on Android TV, YouTube TV, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku.
Or you can go to our website, kold.com/livestream. Just make sure you're on channel 2 to watch live local late-breaking events.
Thanks so much for joining us today for Unscripted on 13 Plus. We hope that you have a great Thursday. We hope that you enjoyed these temperatures because they are going to be dropping a little bit towards the middle of next week. But for now, we're looking at 74 degrees and 10% chance for rain. So that'd be nice. Nice little change just to
it'd be
get
so nice.
some moisture.
Exactly.
Can't even remember the last time we saw rain.
Also, I'd rather have rain now than closer to Christmas.
Yeah, when
I
it's
don't want a
like-
rainy Christmas.
Do you not?
No. I either want a snowy Christmas or a sunny Christmas.
I think snow's a lot to ask for with our forecast.
Yeah,
that we're looking at
probably
right
won't
now.
happen.
Yeah. We'll see. Crazier things have happened.
But it is true.
But it's been pretty dry and pretty warm. So, yeah, get out there, enjoy your Thursday. We'll see you back.